There is a truth that very few cat owners realize. Your cat doesn't just live in this house. It feels this house. Every day, when you walk around, talk, pet them, or even ignore them, your cat is taking it all in. Not through logic like humans do, but through feelings of safety or insecurity, through whether they dare to come close, whether they feel safe enough to sleep deeply. For a long time, people believed that cats were independent, distant animals that didn't need much attention. Because cats don't wag their tails. They don't rush to the door in excitement. They don't show affection as openly as dogs. So we assumed they weren't deeply affected by human behavior. But reality tells a very different story. Cats are emotionally subtle creatures. They form attachments. They remember how things feel. Today, we're going to take a closer look at 9 very familiar, everyday things. Not cruel actions, not big mistakes, but small habits, so small that many cat owners never realize they can be hurt. If you truly love your cat, try watching this video from their point of view. Number 1. You come home, but you don't greet your cat. Imagine you are a cat. You've been home all day. You hear familiar sounds outside the door. Footsteps, keys. You lift your head. Your heart beats a little faster. Your human is home. You walk over, or at least wait in your usual spot. Not because you're hungry, not because you need anything, but because this moment matters. Then the door opens. Your human walks in and passes right by you. No look, no words, no touch. You stand there for a few seconds. Then you turn away. Cats don't hold grudges, but they remember how that moment felt. To a cat, being greeted is a signal of safety, a quiet confirmation that the bond is still there. When that signal is missing, a cat may start to feel unimportant, or at least unsure of their place in the family. It only takes a few seconds. Say their name. A gentle touch. A moment of eye contact. To a cat, that sends a very clear message. You belong here. Number 2. You ignore your cat's attempts to communicate. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. That sound is mostly reserved for humans. When a cat meows, rubs against you, or brings you a toy, it isn't random behavior. It's a deliberate attempt to communicate. When these signals are repeatedly ignored, cats can learn that talking to you leads nowhere. And when communication isn't answered, the bond slowly weakens. Sometimes, a simple glance or a soft verbal response is enough to make a cat feel heard. Number 3. You pet your cat, but don't respect their boundaries. When a cat lies on their back and shows their belly, many people assume it's an invitation to pet. But for cats, it often just means, I feel safe enough not to protect myself. The belly is the most vulnerable area. When you touch it, a cat may tolerate it for a few seconds, then start sending signals. A flicking tail, flattened ears, a tense body. When those signals are ignored, the cat learns that expressing discomfort doesn't work. Next time, they may react more strongly or avoid contact altogether. Respecting boundaries doesn't push your cat away. It teaches them that you listen and that their safety comes first. Number 4. You yell at or punish your cat. When a cat scratches furniture, jumps on the table, or knocks things over, many people react by yelling or trying to scare the cat. But cats don't understand the idea of being punished for doing something wrong. What they understand is this: the person they trust suddenly feels unsafe. When a source of safety becomes frightening, a cat's brain switches to defense mode. This creates fear, avoidance, and sometimes long-term anxiety. Instead of punishment, show your cat a different option. You're not forcing obedience. You're teaching through safety. By now, you may have recognized something that feels familiar. Maybe it's that moment when you walk past your cat right after coming home. Maybe it's a time you did something without thinking, not realizing your cat experienced it in a different way. If there's one thing in this video that made you pause and reflect, share it in the comments below. Many cat owners are still learning, little by little, how to truly understand their cats. And your story might help someone else notice something they've never paid attention to before. Now, let's continue. Number 5. You play with a laser, but never let the hunt end. Cats are hunters. Even in a small apartment, that instinct runs deep. When you turn on a laser pointer, your cat chases it, stalks it, pounces, focuses completely on that tiny prey, and then the red dot disappears. Nothing in their mouth. No victory, no ending. In nature, every hunt has an ending, even a failed one. But with a laser, the cat's brain never receives closure. It's like running toward a finish line that never exists. Over time, this can create frustration and stress, even if your cat looks fine on the outside. The fix is simple. When playtime ends, let your cat catch a real toy or give them a small treat. That moment helps their emotions settle instead of being left hanging. Number 6. The house is too noisy. A cat's hearing is far more sensitive than a human's. Sounds you consider normal can become constant stress for a cat. In a noisy environment, cats may never feel fully safe enough to relax. This affects their sleep, routines, and even their health. A quiet corner can make a huge difference to how your cat feels. Number 7. You disturb your cat in their safe space. When a cat hides in a box, under the bed, or climbs to a high place, it doesn't mean they're avoiding you. It means they're trying to calm themselves. If you pull a cat out of that space, they don't understand it as care. They learn something frightening instead, that nowhere is truly safe. When you respect a cat's private space, you give them a sense of control, and that confidence is what helps them come back to you on their own. Number 8. You force your cat to interact before they're ready. Cats are animals that need a sense of control. When faced with something new, like a stranger or another animal, a cat's first instinct isn't to rush forward and socialize. It's to observe from a distance. When you pick your cat up and hand them to a guest or place them into an interaction they aren't ready for, your cat doesn't understand that you're trying to help. What they feel, instead, is helplessness. They have no choice to step back, no way out. And that can quickly push a cat into fear or defensive behavior. Cats remember the feeling of being forced, and the next time, they may become more cautious or even start avoiding you. When you give your cat time to watch and allow them to approach on their own, they feel safer, and confidence comes naturally. Number 9. Strong smells in the home. For cats, scent is how they read the world around them. Every familiar corner of the house carries its own smell, helping a cat recognize that this place belongs to them and is safe for rest. When a home is filled with strong scents from perfume, air fresheners, or cleaning products, those familiar smells can be completely covered. To a cat, this feels like their safety markers have suddenly disappeared, leaving them confused and anxious. Some cats respond by avoiding areas they once loved, especially sensitive spaces like the litter box or their usual sleeping spot. Not because they're difficult, but because the environment no longer feels safe. A space with light, natural scents helps cats recognize their territory more easily. When familiar smells are preserved, cats feel more stable, calm, and able to relax in their own home. Cats aren't cold or distant. They communicate in a very quiet, subtle language. Every small action you take, even unintentionally, is shaping how safe your cat feels, or slowly making them more cautious and distant. When you begin to see the world from your cat's perspective, living with a cat becomes more than care. It becomes a relationship built on understanding and trust. If this video made you see your cat differently, please leave a like. And if you want to understand cats more deeply every day, don't forget to subscribe and join us.